What to expect from tonight? What you are going to see are the result of 9 weeks of intense bootcamp, or for our part-time students, 6 months of a little bit less intensive, but still quite a lot learned over those 6 months. And they are going to be pitching full stack application. And those full stack applications have been developed over a very, very short period of time. For our full-time students, they just developed those applications in less than 10 days. So for those of you who maybe work in IT, I just want you to sit down and imagine building something in just 10 days. And when we talk about building something, that means starting with the idea, and then prototyping, and then designing, and then actually building those applications in only 10 days as teams of 3 or 4 people. For our part-time students, it took them a little bit longer. They spent 3 weeks, 1 month on those applications. But keep in mind that for most of them, they actually have a full-time job on the side. So they've been, on one hand, learning programming, and on the other side, working on those applications. One last thing I would like to share with you is that for some of our students, and actually the majority of our students, they didn't have any technical background or coding background whatsoever. So for some of them, they just started really from scratch at the very, very beginning, 2 months ago, with just learning the basic of programming, up to this moment where they're pitching those full stack application. We have actually a lot of people in the Zoom tonight. We have almost 80 people. We're super happy to welcome you. And without further ado, we're going to jump into our very first pitch. So I'd like to welcome Mickey on stage, or virtual stage, to pitch Greeter.
Okay, so hello everyone, good evening, and my name is Mickey, and I'm one of the students here in the Wagon, Tokyo. And today is our demo day. So normally around 50 to 100 people gather together and see us live. Unfortunately, we have to do this on Zoom because we want to make sure that everyone is safe. So today is a very important day for us because we've been a lot for this past 9 weeks of nonstop coding, studying, of course, together with our awesome teachers who has been guiding us all the way. So we would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to our teachers, Doug, Jan, and Truny, and of course the rest of the Wagon staff. And so there's a cool way to do this. And let me introduce you to Greeter. Greeter is an app that allows you to create a card, and you can also invite people to contribute to your card. So whether you guys are students of Wagon, alumni, or friends of Wagon, or if you guys are seeing us for the very first time, I would like to invite you to join me in creating a card to make this event memorable for all of us. So let's make a collaborative card together. So, okay. As you can see here, okay, so let's create your card. Okay, so here we're going to, of course, add the receiver's name. So it's going to be the Wagon Tokyo team. And for the email address, let's just put douglas.berkeley@wagon.org. And of course, we have to add the event for today, and that is today. And here, we just want to add some instructions for the people who are going to contribute to this card. So let's say, for batch 429, send a selfie and nice message. And for everyone, humor us and be creative. So let's go to the next one. So here, I just want to add a title to the card. And because I want to appreciate the teachers, let's just say, you guys rock. Okay, cool. And here I want to add a photo, a nice photo of them. Let's see this one. Cool. Very handsome, guys. Okay, so of course in this card we can also add a background. Let's choose a nice design for this card. Okay, I kind of like this one. What do you guys think? Okay, so also I can add a song to this one. So since this is our graduation day, so we are feeling festive and we want to choose this one, celebration. Okay, so I guess it's done. Let's create this card. Okay, so remember that I want you guys, I'm inviting you guys, and I want you guys to participate and contribute to this card. So I'm going to share this with you. So I'm going to copy this. Okay, link copied. Okay, and I'm going to share this on Zoom. So guys, please check your email, no, your Zoom chat, and I'm gonna like, okay, put this there. Okay, that's done. Also, this app is integrated with some social media like Facebook, so I can also share this on Facebook. So let's add today's event. So this one, online demo day. And I'm just going to say this is the link to the card. Cool. Okay, now I can share this one, post to Facebook. Nice. Okay, so I guess that's done. So I think you guys have all the link to the card right now. So we can now all contribute to this card. So I'm really looking forward to your contribution. So let me add my contribution as well. Okay, so I want to add a nice photo here of my team. There you go. And I also want to add a nice message. So thank you guys for all the support. Okay, cool. And I'm just gonna like add the name of my team here. So it's Mark, Samir, and yours truly. Okay, let's create this contribution. Cool. Okay, so now, wow, I am so happy. This looks really nice. I can see different contributions here. So, okay, so let's take a look and finalize and preview this one. So we can see there's like 21 contributions. Thank you guys for participating. So let's take a look at this one. Nice, nice Rob, thank you. Okay, so I can see that there's also a video here. Okay, so let's play this one. Sorry, okay. Let's do that again.
Thank you, Wagon. Love you guys.
Cool, okay, thank you, Samir. Okay, so I can see there's a lot of different contributions here. Again, thank you guys for, so like Patrick said, Doug, Trini, Yan, okay. Thank you for your time and knowledge. That's really all lovely. Thank you guys again for participating. So as we can see, there's a song here, so let's check it out.
Come on now.
Okay, cool. That's working as well. Nice. Okay. So I guess all of these, this one's nice as well. Thank you. So I guess that all the contributions is here, and I guess we can wrap this card and let's send it now. Someone has been greeted. Okay, so as you can see that this card will go to the receiver's email, and if you guys added your email as well in the contribution form, you will also get the link to the card. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. So again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Wagon team. You guys have been very nice to us. Thank you. And of course to my team, Mark and Samir, you guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you guys for listening to me. And if you guys have some questions about this app, feel free to do so. And please use this app in the future. You can use it in different kind of events, wedding, birthdays, and so on. And that's all. Thank you.
Cool. I think we're ready for our next group to pitch. They're here with me in the room. They look a little bit tense, but I think they're gonna rock. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome Jocelyn for Cambridge.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jocelyn. Thank you for listening to our pitch. How many of you live far away from your grandparents? Well, I'm one of them. I work in Tokyo. I live far away from my family, but my grandparents took care of me when I was little. I really want to do something for them. But due to the corona situation, I couldn't go back to my home for a while. But luckily, my friend introduced me an app, which I was really satisfied with. So today I'm gonna show you how it works. At first, I was kind of hesitant because my grandpa is really bad at technology. But this app is designed for seniors, so it's super easy for them to use. My grandpa has a daily routine. In the morning, he usually wants to go to the supermarket and buy some groceries. But due to the corona situation, we don't want him to go to somewhere crowded. And for us, using online shopping is so easy, but not for them. Luckily, with this app, he can simply press the grocery button. And those are the items he usually buys, and I set up for him by pressing cherry, rice, and soy milk. And confirm. He can just order it from the supermarket. And at the same time, I'm going to receive a line message from Cambridge, and it tells me what my grandpa orders every day. Besides from this, after this, my grandpa usually has lunch. In the afternoon, he usually watch TV, but stay at home for such a long time, he really misses his grandchildren. Before this, he can only call, but cannot see his children. But with this app, he pressed the FaceTime button and select the photo of his grandchildren. Now he wants to call Mickey. And immediately, it calls Mickey.
Did Mickey forget us?
This really connects our family together, and no matter where his grandchildren live, you can talk to him whenever and wherever. And there are other functions to fulfill his needs throughout the day. In the evening, he usually likes to take a short walk around the house. 2 weeks ago, I received a message. He fell when he was walking. But luckily with this app, I received an emergency message with his current location so that I can immediately ask my friend to go and help. With this app, I no longer worry about my grandparent going out alone or doing things alone at home. For now, you see it's simple, but as a caregiver, this app really has lots of function for me to explore. Oh, I remember yesterday he told me that he wants some pumpkin pie. I can search pumpkin here, and then it'll tell me what's on Kroger supermarket, and then I can edit for my grandpa. Now I can see what's happening on his iPad, so he can easily order a pumpkin pie. He also told me it's not the season for cherry anymore. I can disactivate the button, and then now it's not on his iPad anymore. So this allowed me to set up different grocery he needs every day. So I felt really convenient and really like this function. Oh, I have another grandma, Laura, who called me yesterday, says she really wants to talk to his grandchildren, but international call is just so expensive. So I figured this app might be really good for her as well. So I set up a FaceTime function for her. And now he's so happy and talk to his grandchildren every day. So this app is not only for senior, but also make caregivers' life a lot easier. I'm very satisfied with this app. And by using this, I no longer worry about them anymore and make both of our life easier. So I really recommend people using it if you're far away from your family. Thank you. And also I want to thank my teammates, Patrick and Yoshiki, doing this app with me. And we spent the last 2 weeks building this. It was a really great experience. Thank you.
They're actually one of the entrepreneurs of Wagon, so we're super, super happy to have them. And the app that they developed during the bootcamp was actually is actually being used for the business. So I'm not gonna spoil it, and I let Aki pitch that for you. So Aki, you're on for Concierge L.
Hello everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying the pitch so far. My name is Aki, and I'm an entrepreneur. Tonight, I'm here with my teammates Hayato and Shinya, and we will demonstrate what the future of hotel management looks like. So before I start, let me introduce that Section L is an existing hotel management company, and Concierge L is a web application that we have built through the bootcamp, which will be used as Section L after the bootcamp. And to better understand why we have built Concierge L, I will first briefly explain what Section L does, and then deep dive into how Concierge L helps Section L succeed. And it all started with our realization that the irony of modern travelers is that they don't want to be travelers. They want to be locals, but they don't have the time to grow into the city. They need to skip straight to the good parts right away. So we have produced Flexible Hotel to empower travelers to seamlessly experience the greatest cities on Earth. We empower our guests by providing them with everything they need to start a life in Tokyo, from nice kitchen to washing machine. The success of our business relies on the hard work of our staff and also the use of technologies. Unlike traditional hotel operation, we rely on a lot of technologies and replace the human interactions. By doing this, we can cut down the operation cost substantially. As a result, we only have one manager at a property at any given time, managing the entire hotel of 28 rooms. However, as the number of hotel grows, we are anticipating a major pain point. Currently, we have a lot of reservation systems that we use to rely on getting on bookings, and we communicate with our guests on any of those platforms. Our manager needs to keep logged into all those platforms and read the lengthy text message from our guests, understand what their needs are, and respond to each message politely. If this is a few interactions per day, it's not a problem. But when he has 20 other things to do in a day, it gets quite painful. So what we have done is we have analyzed some of the most commonly asked requests and centralized all those communication into one platform called Concierge L. And we replaced the text message communications into simple request buttons so our managers can just accept or decline our guest request. And tonight I will demonstrate how our new hotel management and guest experience looks like from the perspective of Sarah, who is traveling solo from Finland as a web designer, and she's doing a remote workation for 6 weeks, and she just made a booking at Section L. So when she receives a booking confirmation email, there's a link to the app. She types in her reservation number, and she's checking in on August 30th. As she does so, the app asks what her purpose of stay is. She's here for workation, so Section L can customize her stay. Here on the booking overview page, she sees all the information that she needs to get to Section L. Her flight arrives early in the morning, and she wants to take a nap before she starts exploring. So she finds a way to request for early check-in at 1 p.m. As she sends this request, her early check-in request is still pending until our staff approves. And on our staff side, they receive a notification saying that Sarah wants to check in early. We accept the request and sending a welcome note. Enjoy your free check-in. Also, don't forget to check our neighborhood guide for local tips. Then Sarah sees that her early check-in request has been approved. Now fast forward to August 30th. She successfully checks in at 1 p.m., takes a nap, and tries to find things to do around the neighborhood. She remembers that there's a neighborhood guide in the guides tab. So she learns that there's a lot of things to do around the neighborhood, including nice restaurants. But she decides to cook at home tonight, so she finds the nearest supermarket around the corner. There she buys rice and she tries to cook Japanese food for the first time. She needs a rice cooker, so she finds an amenity tabs to make a request or rental of this rice cooker. By clicking the rice cooker tab, she can send the request to our staff. On our staff side, we receive another notification that Sarah wants to get a rice cooker to room 801. And we send her a message saying it's on the way. Here, Sarah receives the rice cooker, so she goes to the chat and says thanks to the staff. She has now successfully cooked the Japanese food for the first time, takes a good night's sleep. After a few days, she has realized that she has not made new friends, unfortunately. But she finds that there's a buddy tab where she can find similar guests that are staying in Section L and organize dining out or the cooking sessions with them. So she decides to check it out. There's a coffee hunt event, there's a curry cooking event, and also a bar crawl. Sarah is interested in cooking sushi, so she finds Emily's event. Here she can see that there's quite a few participants also joining this event. But before she commits to join this event, she's wondering what kind of person Emily is. So Emily is also a web designer. She is interested in 80s action movie, which Sarah is also a big lover. Seems like Sarah can get along with Emily, so she decides to join this event. Now she can see the status of her request at her Dines tab. So before Sarah gets accepted to this event, she cannot see Emily's room number or contact information for privacy purpose. But as soon as Emily accepts the event, Sarah can now see the contact information of Emily, and she tries to contact her directly. Now Sarah is very excited to make a new friend. So to recap, Concierge L helps Section L to achieve centralized guest communication, more affordable room prices for the reduced labor cost, and last but not least, socially distanced services. Finally, I'd like to thank the Wagon's teacher for being so patient and kind for the past 6 months, and our friends in the audience for giving us useful feedbacks, and our beloved teammates, lead developer Hayato, front-end master Shinya, for working extra hard day and night and make this project succeed. Thank you very much. I welcome any question.
So for the next project, I'm going to welcome Rob with ProgressHub. Rob, you ready to go?
Sorry, we have two people working there. Hello, everybody. My name is Rob Chapman, and I'm here today to tell you about ProgressHub. Now, some of you might have noticed that Japanese society has a rather large emphasis on conformity. Now, for adults, this can be occasionally stressful and occasionally annoying. But for Japanese high school and junior high school students, it can actually be very, very devastating. Lots of children during a very sensitive time in their lives are left feeling like they're being put into a rather small box that doesn't quite fit them. In fact, it's not just hypothetical. The project manager of ProgressHub, Moe, hi Moe, she actually was a high school dropout, in Japanese, a futoko. And while her family was very, very accommodating and very accepting, her parents were okay with her dropping out of school because it made her unhappy. She found that she was left every day completely with nothing to do. And she felt like she had lost all purpose and all progress in her life. And she felt extremely isolated. Now, for a 15-year-old, they don't have the wherewithal to fix this situation on their own. So this is where ProgressHub comes in. For the 160,000 futoko in Japan these days, ProgressHub offers a project-based app to let them know that they have value and to give them structure and community in a life which might otherwise be lacking both. So as a user of ProgressHub, let's get started. Let's say that I log in for the day, and the first thing I'm going to do is check my current projects. You can see that I have one active project up here that is almost finished, in fact, growing basil. And I've been doing that for a little while, so let's have a look. This is a 2-week project, so it's kind of relaxed, pretty low intensity. It's just about growing some herbs for your home. Over here on the left, you can see that each step is checked off as I go through it, which gives me that sense of structure and progress that I might be lacking otherwise. Over here on this side, you can see that there is also a chat box where I can talk to other users who are doing the same project. Now, this is important because I can reach out and ask for questions and advice on whatever I'm doing. But also, as I start to go later into the project, people might ask me questions that I know the answer to. So I feel like I can give them an answer, and I feel like I can have value. And we're going to look at a little bit more of that in just a second. The final step, which I actually have been working on recently, is pruning. I've been doing this for about a week now, actually. My basil plants are looking lovely in my garden, and I've been using them in my cooking. So I feel confident to click Finish Project. And I'm given the option to review the project here, because all of the projects in ProgressHub are user-generated by other people in the same situation as me. So by reviewing, I can let them know that what they have done is appreciated. It'll take a little time though, so I'm going to do that later when I'm not doing a pitch. So for now, let's go back to my Progress tab, and we can see that I've finished with the basil here. Now, another point that makes Japanese high schools and junior high schools so difficult for students is the fact that they are not given any agency. They're always told what to do. So part of ProgressHub's appeal is the fact that it lets them have the choice about what they will do. So when I first started using ProgressHub a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago actually, 2 months, I was mostly sticking with easier stuff because I wasn't too confident. But now that I've built my confidence over the intervening time, I feel that I can challenge myself a little bit more. Looking over here on my growth chart, you can see that my tech is a little bit behind everything else. So as a challenge, I'm going to try to find something in the tech industry here. Building a PC sounds a bit expensive. YouTube channel? Okay, we're talking about web pages a lot today, so let's have a look at a personal web page. Now you can see this is a bit longer. It's maybe a bit more intense than some of the other projects I've done. Looking at the reviews, I can see that it is a little bit tough. But I can see that the chat is extremely active. So I know that if I do engage with this, I will have some support. So I feel confident enough to enroll. And now I can participate in chats and go through it step by step with the support I need. The final part of ProgressHub is about letting these children know that they do have value. What they have to offer is not meaningless, it is meaningful. And we do that through the chats, we do that through reviews, but like I said, it is also about user-created projects. So like I told you at the beginning, I've been growing a lot of basil, too much in fact, so I needed to find some way to use it all up. And actually, I've been making pesto. So let's have a quick look at that. Now you might think that this draft that I have written about pesto is maybe not the fanciest thing in the world, and you're right, it isn't. The idea behind this is that we are letting the children know that they can offer some things to a community which will appreciate it. So while maybe just a month ago, I would have been too shy and too self-conscious to put myself out like this, after just a couple of months of using ProgressHub, I have the confidence to hit publish and put myself out into the world again. Thank you very much. Just as the end, I would like to thank my teammate, Moe. Like we said, she was the main inspiration. Her experience was the drive behind this project. And also, it was just two of us making this whole thing in 2 weeks. So I'd like to thank her for her hard work and her galaxy-sized brain. Good job, Moe.
Next up, I think they're ready. I'd like to welcome Aya and her team to pitch to you Medi+Safe. So I don't know if we have nurses in the Zoom right now, but you're gonna love this app if you're a nurse. Let's welcome Aya from Medi+Safe.
Good evening. I am Ayako, and I've been working as a nurse here in Japan for past 4 years. I love my career, but it's really tiring. And let me give you some insights into how busy, uncoordinated, and manic my day was before we found an app called Medi+Safe. I used to get to work 15 minutes before the shift start to create my own schedule. And I searched through the email to find information on my paper and collect the information, the paper that I preferred for the day. And things goes wrong, of course. And the paper become such a mess. And even I can't read all the things I wrote. And it causes the overtime and errors in patient care. It's mentally and physically exhausting and often causes nurses to burn out. But since my hospital started using an app called Medi+Safe, it did totally change my life. So let me introduce you how my lifesaver Medi+Safe works. Before I get to work, my lead nurse, Yasumi-san, get to work to assign patient to nurses. Before, this process took him 15 minutes before all the nurses arrive at work. But now with the Medi+Safe, he can simply press the start the shift button, and the Medi+Safe assign the patient to all the nurses according to the patient's severity level and nurse's experience. So now with the Medi+Safe, he have time to enjoy his coffee, and he is no longer a cranky person he was before. And since Yasumi-san has already assigned patient to me, as I get to work, just 5 minutes before the work starts, I can already see all of my patients listed. And this page gives me a clear picture of how my day is gonna be like. And it shows how many patients I have and their severity level, and also gives me updated of how well I'm progressing with my tasks. So for today, I have 4 patients and only 1 high care patient, and rest are medium and low care patient. Seems like my day is not gonna be too bad. Oh, I see Doug. I remember there was some concern about this patient, but I can't remember what it was. So let me go to his page to quickly check what it was. And on this page, I can see doctor's order without going back to EMR again. How convenient. Okay, I remember now. I have to give insulin for high blood sugar. And I also like to check the task for today to see if there is anything that I need to be concerned. Oh, I see 2 important events marked, operation and family conference. So now I have to prepare all the documents for that. And I'm happy that I have cleaned up on any issues I had. So I'll check all my tasks for today and start optimizing my own schedule. So I go to tasks page, and these tasks are all provided to me from the EMR. I want to make sure that tasks are all organized in the best way possible. And so I would like to check dog's blood sugar check. It's supposed to be after meal checkup, so should be around here. And family conference for Hugo. His family called me last night, and they said they want the family conference before lunch, so I'll move it to the end of the morning shift, the morning. And also operation should be happening around here, after sign check. And dog's family conference is supposed to happen after the operation. So let's move it to here. And I think I'm happy with my schedule. So I begin my day. As I complete the first task for Hugo, I simply click the complete button and click the complete and move on to the next task. Since Hugo is the same patient, I have already completed this task also. So I would like to click and complete. It's so simple, right? And the next patient is Doug. He's in room 303, bed number 3. So I go to his room to check his blood sugar level. And his blood sugar was 187. And as I checked before the shift start, I remember that I need to give him insulin. So I go to Doug's page and check doctor's order. Okay, so for 187, I need to give him 2 units of insulin. So as I give him the insulin, I'd like to keep a record. So I leave a note, blood sugar 187, 2 unit insulin given. Okay, I'm happy with it. So update a note and complete a task. Okay, so upcoming tasks are operation and family conference for Doug. These 2 are important, but I don't think I can finish both of that at the same time. So I would like to get help. So I would simply click this request assistant icon and create a request to my lead nurse. Yes, please, I would like to create a request. So while I wait for my lead nurse to come help me, I'll move on to the next task. So now let's see how he deals with my request. While during the day, he enjoys his coffee and he keeps eye on how his member nurses are doing. And he sees that Ayako is kind of behind everyone, and Liam's progressing really well, even though he has a lot of patience, and also Lindu. Oh, and here he sees a notification bell rings, and he clicks, and oh, he sees that I requested him for help. So he goes to my page and he checks where I am and who I am with. And he sees that I'm in room 303 with Doug, so he will quickly come to room 303 to help me. So as I showed you, with Medi+Safe, schedules are organized and lead nurses are updated with how member nurses are doing. So everyone can finish on time, and that makes everyone happy and keep patients safe, thanks to the Medi+Safe. Finally, I'd like to thank to the awesome Wagon teachers who helped us for 6 months. And I also would like to thank you to my amazing team, Cassiano, and Davide, and Liam. And thank you for listening, guys.
This is already the very, very last pitch for tonight. I hope you're half excited, half disappointed, but that last pitch is really exciting. I can't wait for Farah to pitch it to you. For those of you who are working in large companies who have big needs in terms of recruitment, you're going to love this app. Farah, I think you're ready. Cool. So let's welcome Farah for Simplicruit.
Good evening. My name is Farah. I'm a recruiter of the company called Call Service Center Company. And our company is going to expand our business, and we are going to hire 115 people within these half years. Usually, the recruiter, when hear that, we will feel so anxious for that, because we will spend mountain times to sending those endless scheduling emails. And also, our interviews will schedule our interview schedule may full of all those unqualified candidates. Instead of we can have more time to spend on those high quality ones. And finally, we also, the interviewers have different standard when they hire the candidates. So the quality of those candidates that we get may be varied. To get rid of those troubles, we right now have an app called Simplicruit. And it's extremely easy to use and let us to hire really high quality candidates within a short period. So today I have a new position to hire. Let's see how it works. Every day I will log in here and then check what kind of position I am hiring. And I got 4 and it's look all good. So my boss tell me to create one more position here. So I will add our customer service representative, and the due date will be in October 20. And we are going to hire 30 people. So it comes to the score setting. This is the passing score that we will know to sort. We will use it to sort the candidate to let we know which is qualified or unqualified. And the default is 50. And also you can customize it, depends on this position. And our team already agreed that we want a self-disciplined people and also trustable person. And especially we need some cooperative people, and also the coaches and the can resist the stress. So it looked good to me. Is the passing score will be 60. Let's save it and create it. So here, simple step, then we already create our position hiring, we already create one of the position here, and the due date will be October 20. So I will grab a lunch first, and then I will come back later, and we'll see what happened next.
Hello, I'm Linglu. I'm a job seeker, and recently I applied a new position as a customer service representative, and I just received your email for the first screening interview. I'm so excited about that. So based on the email, I'm supposed to do a brief introduction and to define what is a good customer service for me. So good luck with me. Hello, my name is Linglu. I have been working as a customer service assistant for 4 years in the travel industry. So a good customer service for me is to be able to emphasize to your clients. In the travel industry, it's very common to see the trips are gonna cancel due to the bad weather. Under that bad circumstances, I would always be willing to reach out to my clients and listen to their voices. So I will always share my travel story and related experience. Thereafter, I will be able to modify the itinerary and reschedule. So thank you. So I just finished my first screening interview, and good luck. Hope I would hear from them very soon.
So let's go back to work. Oh, there are 13 candidates already. And each candidate, actually, we will give them an opportunity to have an interview with us, where they will receive a video record URL, and then they can record their videos there. And we will get that and then check it. But maybe you will ask, so how can we check it one by one? Actually, we don't have to. So the system will help us to do everything for us. It's like, before we set the passing score is 60, and some of the candidate this system will help analyze, and then for those the highest score higher than the 60, and we will send the interview letter to them for a second interview. And for those doesn't pass, we will send the reject letter to them automatically. So how this number is calculated? Let's see. Right now we have a calendar is processing. Just check it. So these calendars are Lindu, and she already handled us the video, and the screening process is doing that. And you can see the video is here. Yeah, and the transcript also ready for me. And for this, the report, the report also done. And here, actually, we use the component, AI component, and we will AI will help me to analyze this video, and then to get the actual score from her, and also the personality that she has, and compare with our expected score that we already set. And you can see if the expected score is really close with this actual score, and the system will tell me that this is her weakness, maybe we need to be careful of that. And also for those that's really far apart, that means she's performed so good in this field, and it's a strong point for her. This report is really easy to read, and you can see the overall score is 78, and which passed our passing score already. So this girl, I think she will receive our email for the interview. And this app is really awesome because even you close the app and you are going to do another work, instead of you need to check all the emails and then calendars of yourself, and actually you will receive some notification that when interviewers reserve their interviews. Oh, here I can see our notification already. So we can see this girl reserved 9 o'clock. Okay, let's see. So it will direct me to the page that the calendar that reserved this interview, and I can see her is the interview day is today. Oh, it's really close, and it's just half hour. Then I got to be ready for my second interview. Instead of like checking the video and then transcript and then Google what kind of questions that I'm gonna ask, actually this system also helped me to do it. So just one click, all the evaluation form already ready. And all this is related to her weakness point that she has. And AI recommend me some questions to ask. So I don't really need to care. I don't really need to research and then to ready for this interview sheet. So as you can see, screening, sourcing, and assessment all are automated. And half day, we already get in touch for 13 people without sending email by myself. And it's really revolutionized my hiring process. I can get in touch more candidates by 24-hour emails, and also get the best candidates that by quick video analyze. So, I can see Linu is calling me, so I'm going to have the interview. Let's start that, and I will use this as a note. See you. Thank you so much for hearing our pitch, and I would like to thank you all of my classmates in the Wagon and also teacher who support us to build up this awesome app. And I would also like to thank you, my UX designer, Lindu, and also my lead developer, Yulia. Hi. And also thank you guys to spend time with us and join our pitch. Thank you.